Hello Algebra 1 students, we are in Unit 4, Tier 1, Lesson 4, Solving Inequalities, the Multiplication and Division Rules. Let's check off our booklet. Here we are in Lesson 4 of Tier 1. We're going to talk about multiplication and division. We're just going to talk in general about the rules of it. So let's look at multiplication first. So what this is saying, if we let A, B, and C be real numbers, okay, just any real number, that if C is greater than 0, which means C is positive, right? Because that's what greater than 0 means. If A is greater than B, then A times C is greater than B times C, which is the same logic that we saw up here, right? However, there's a little rule here with multiplication and division. And that rule is if C is less than 0, or let's say C is negative, okay, then if A is greater than B, then AC is less than BC. And if you notice right here, this is what happened. The sign, when you multiply by a negative, just switches sides. So let's come down here and fill in the notes. So in other words, when we're solving inequalities, when we multiply by a positive number, the symbol doesn't change direction. However, when we multiply by a negative number, the symbol does change direction. And we can see that right here with this pink highlighter. Okay, very similarly, with division, if C is greater than 0, so again this is positive, if A is greater than B, then A divided by C will be greater than B divided by C. So when it's positive, if you notice, the symbol stays the same. Okay, but again, when C is less than 0, or when C is negative, then if A is greater than B, then A divided by C is less than B divided by C. So again, these symbols changed on us, because we divided by a negative. So in other words, if we are solving inequalities, when we divide by a positive number, the symbol doesn't change, just like it did up there. Divided by a positive, the symbol stayed the same way here and here. However, when we divide by a negative number, the symbol does change, like we did here when we divided by the negative, because C was less than 0. This is just the general idea. In tiers 2 and 3, we will do some examples on this. Good luck on your practice sets.